say they got smacked. Georgia dominated Tennessee in Athens. Those telephone calls wasn't. They didn't
That
keep
boy
it up
said,
too late.
that boy
Yeah,
Stetson said,
man.
They
call
did
me.
not.
They said
Look,
that his phone number got leaked.
yes,
Yeah, that boy was like all day.
Wow.
them Vols fans, they crazy. They was up calling him all night. He said, hey, he still slept like a baby because he was ready to come in. He threw for 257 yards and 2 touchdowns and ran for another. While Hooker, I mean, they say the Heisman candidate, it wasn't really his best performance, but they held him without a touchdown pass for the first time in 20 games. And he was also sacked 6 times. So he had a rough night. EG, I know you were there. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about that atmosphere. I know you were. I know you were already rooting for Georgia. So go
Yeah, I
ahead and
mean,
let us know.
I picked Georgia to win, but I don't tell my coworkers and stuff that, I was telling them all week, I hope Tennessee beats y'all. I hope Tennessee beats y'all. But man, Georgia just came out and showed us why they're champions, man. They got the best defense in the country. Hooker was under pressure. They got their D lineman back. Georgia got their D lineman back, so the pressure was there all night. They had a guy, what was his name? I think Carter. His last name's Carter. He was out for Georgia for quite some time, and he came back that game. And man, the pressure was on Hooker. The guy was throwing interceptions. I mean, it was just a great defensive battle to hold a Tennessee team with 13 points. And Stetson, man, Stetson, man, he's got that fire under him, man. He comes down and he answers. He makes a lot of big plays, man. I like Stetson. He's not the biggest guy, not the best quarterback in the country, but the guy get it done, man. He's got that fire under him, man. And I really like his guts and stuff. He went back to the fade this week, man. He looked nice out there. He said, "Call him, man." He mean business right now. I don't see anybody that can beat those guys right now.
Oh yeah. And Mike, I know you were rooting for the Vols to come through. What's your thoughts on
Yeah,
this?
I mean, honestly, I think that this was more telling about Tennessee, and actually, I'll say that this was more telling about Georgia. Man, this was Georgia was able to step up. They dominated this team. We saw the issues with Hendon Hooker. It looked like if his first read wasn't there, he just could, and he couldn't get to a second one. The pocket was being collapsed on him. We talked about how Georgia wasn't known for getting to the quarterback, coming in with, not that many sacks on the quarterback. I want to say just a little bit over 10 or 11. And they got to the quarterback like what, 6, 7 times. I mean,
Yeah.
it was ridiculous what they were able to do. Tennessee said that it had a lot to do with the crowd noise. They weren't ready for that. Maybe this game would have been different if it was on a neutral field. But, I mean, I keep hearing these things about this game time, anxiety and things like that. And it is real. But this is something that you have to start getting your players together for. You have to have – I know at my university at Ohio State that they do have therapists who help players with that game time anxiety. So I don't know if that's something that Tennessee wants to look into doing.
Man, last week on the show, I warned these guys. I warned you guys about that crowd in Athens, man. It's just so hard to play in Athens, man. Those people out there are crazy, man. They
Them pom poms was going crazy, boy.
Yeah, that
That's
yeah.
all
city
I
was
saw.
rocking.
Oh yeah. It's crazy out there.